Hey everyone, it's Metalhead in Mexico. This is Keiko the Metal Dog with a quick report that I'm outside. Gonna go to the go to the store for some coffee. We're out, and so just walking through my old neighborhood. And you ever see those movies where the person is gone for a while? You know, it's those movies where it's like a homecoming of sorts. And hey, they haven't been back in 30 years or whatever, and then it's just, you know, how life's changed and how it's still the same and all that kind of stuff. Well, something like that kind of happened here. So I'm in my neighborhood. So now I'm just showing real quick. This is my old school, my elementary school, old neighborhood. Not the neighborhood I specifically grew up in, but it's in the same zip code. So sorry for the quick dizzying spin, but I don't have a stabilizer yet, but I will soon. Anyway, so not much to see here other than just like homes and elementary school. This is in the Midwest. Anyway, just a quick shout out to early subscribers and those joining me today. Going out with my passport card in hand, so in case there's any funny business or I look some sort of way to somebody official, I've got proof. Anyway, shouldn't have to think about that, but that's where things are at, even for U.S. citizens. So I know other countries do it, but so much for American exceptionalism or U.S. exceptionalism. Don't want to get into all that. Anyway. So just here, kind of having that sort of reminiscent moment as far as like thinking I'm in a movie, or come back in the old neighborhood and everybody's like older siblings, or my older siblings' friends are all still in the neighborhood and all that stuff. Even though I spent most of my teen years in a different neighborhood, I'm still, this is my neighborhood. And as I mentioned in the previous video, I was talking about what you do in a time of like a life event, and you know, stepping up and showing up as well as you can for others. In this case, it was the death of a family member, and so that's been rough. And so although it's just kind of a weird thing to mention, but it was one of those things that almost sounded like a line from a movie. Their friends were drinking and giving us a toast and buying me a drink, and they said, yeah, so you and your sister and so, you all need anything, you know, you're Chris's family, we got you. Northside's got you. And I thought, it's so like, I almost wanted to roll my eyes, but it was also very sweet, you know, because I know they meant it. You know, I don't know exactly, you know, how that means. It's just, even if it's just symbolic or metaphorical or whatever you want to call it, the intent was good. And it you know, as somebody who didn't go to high school over here and stuff, it kind of made me feel good, because the way I grew up was a little more detached from the neighborhood. I went to private school. Parents sent me to private school. And I suppose it was a better education, but it deprived me of a lot of social connections. And everything had to be more structured and stuff. So I lived a very different life than my siblings did. And I kind of have always envied that a little bit. Anybody like that grow up where your siblings had a different, you know, kind of route they went with how they grew up, and then because of age difference or other things their parents decide for you, that, you know, you got to grow up different. And then there's good about it, but then there's also stuff that's kind of lacking. So anybody with that experience, it'd be kind of cool to hear from you and find out, you know, what your experience was. Mine was private school. Did you like end up like traveling more, or being out of the country, or going to a private school, or anything like that, where it was just kind of like it was a good thing overall, but it was just kind of made your life different and sort of a little alienating, I guess, right? So anyway, that's about all I wanted to share today. This is, you know, walking in the neighborhood. Just going to leave you with this parting wintry scene of of the neighborhood. This is where I called home. This is my neighborhood. Sunset is coming. And yeah, so that's about it. Not much else to share. I'll have more video content coming relating to Mexico, specific to Mexico, and I'll figure out what my next, I have a couple of metal bands I'd like to really share, so I will be getting into that very, very soon. So till the next one, ciao for now. Blessed are the weird.